Question for everybody. If four white individuals kidnap a black person, beat that black person senselessly, and scream F black people, F Black Lives Matter, F Obama, F Biden, would you think of that as a hate crime? If the answer is yes, congratulations, I deem you a worthy human being. Now, let's flip that. Four black individuals kidnap, beat a white person, and they scream fuck white people, fuck Donald Trump, fuck whatever else white people love. Would you consider that a hate crime also? And if you said yes, congratulations, I want to give you a hug. If you said no, that's not a hate crime, congratulations, you could be an idiot that gets paid to be on CNN. CNN will see something a white person does to a black person, and they will go balls to the walls to let you know that we live in a racist world, that this world is dangerous for African Americans, and it's a fear of being able to breathe and walk outside, and it's troublesome to ever have your mind spoken about because a difference of opinion could lead you to potentially being killed. And even when it's a fake hate crime, we must still be fearful that people will silence us and people are against us, and that all these fake hate crimes must be justified as something where we are fearful, and it's everything because we're black and we're supposed to be afraid of everything going on because we spoke out. However, when it's a black person doing something to a white individual, it seems as though CNN will play the role of the disapproving parent who you know that likes to go, oh, well, if only this was the situation and you did this and maybe this, and they try to soften the blow to something stupid that black people do. And what I'm talking about is a situation that arose a couple years ago where four African Americans kidnapped a white dude and beat him senselessly and said, fuck white people, fuck Donald Trump. And for some odd reason, a couple people at CNN tried to make that seem like, hey, it wasn't a hate crime.
That is not a hate crime. Hate crimes are because of a person's racial ethnicity, their religion, their gender, a disability. It is your political leanings because someone doesn't like your political leanings and they do something bad to you. That is not a hate crime.
What? Fuck Donald Trump, nigga. Fuck white people, boy. Fuck white people, bitch.
This lady just said because of race, gender, whatever, but she said race and political standpoints. Fuck white people and fuck Trump. Race, political standpoint. So by her own definitions, what just took place? What took place 3 years ago? Hate crime.
When you see these are 18-year-old kids, and you look at the video, you're like, what is going on?
What is going on? It's four adults beating a white dude and screaming, fuck white people and fuck Trump. What do you mean what's going on? It's a hate crime. And I find it cute that he's saying, oh, these are 18-year-old kids. No, they're not. They're 18-year-old young adults. You could say teenagers, but legally, 18-year-olds, young adults. So they're not kids. They're not little babies going around hitting people with sticks saying, oh, go away, white man. No, these were four individuals who kidnapped somebody. Four grown adults kidnapped somebody. And you want to call them kids? My favorite part, watch what this lady says about hate crimes. This takes the cake into why I think CNN is one of the worst places to get any information from.
I'm going to say something that's probably not very popular. We cannot callously go about classifying things as a hate crime.
So you mean to tell me in a video where black people are beating a white dude and you hear fuck white people and fuck Donald Trump, you are trying to question if this is racially or politically motivated or driven? Come on, sweetheart. You see this. You hear what they're saying. You know what a hate crime is. This is a hate crime. This is a bona fide hate crime. And these people were sitting here just trying to justify it and saying, oh, these kids were no home training and where are their parents and they don't pay attention to the news. How do you not pay attention to the news when you know about Donald Trump? At some point, you've seen the news. If you know enough knowledge to say, fuck Donald Trump. You pay attention to the news just a little bit. And I find it funny how they talk about callously classifying things as a hate crime when I have two examples of people just callously classifying things as a hate crime, and when it turns out that neither one was a hate crime, everybody just went silent. Everybody tried to make it about something else. For some reason, the one individual tried to make it about crooked cops when he's the one that asked them to investigate his situation, and then the other one is somehow mad that he didn't have a hate crime, and so he's talking about how the police are not shooting paintball guns or pedal bullets at people who are outside protesting with a Confederate flag. Like, what? These two situations have nothing to do with the outside implications that they were throwing out once their hate crimes were proving to be nothing but BS. But it's amazing how we will sit here and diminish and just show immediate hatred to all of white people when a group of them do something heinous to a black person. But when a black person does something to a white person, it's deemed as something, it's troubling. It's something we shouldn't admonish. We shouldn't cast these people away. We can't call this a hate crime because we don't know if they hate white people or if it's racially motivated or politically motivated. There's another video of some dude just cold cocking some white man. And he's this big buff dude. He just go up and cold cock him. And at first when I saw that, I'm like, what did that white dude do? But after police investigation, they found out that it was all unprovoked. So where was the media? Where was all the public outrage? Everybody was quick to say, he called him a nigger, so obviously he had a right to do it. No, because it turns out unprovoked. So where was the media then? Where was the media just criticizing this individual for attacking someone for nothing? He attacked him for nothing. Pay attention to how situations are brought up. Pay attention to the people involved in the situations, and then pay attention to when it's the same situation, but the skin colors change. I guarantee you, people will try to throw passes at any situation as long as the skin color fits their narrative. If that skin color is the one being attacked, they will make sure that they let you know that this is bad, this is horrible, this is sickening. But when it's that skin color who's attacking, then, we must throw excuses and we must question what's going on. We must question the beliefs of everything going on. Is this a hate crime? Is this evil? Or was this something motivated by a spur of the moment? Or has this been developing by the history of America as that's a justifiable reason to attack somebody? I am not a person who will sit here and justify anyone who commits a hate crime. If you commit a hate crime, especially if you kidnap somebody and beat them, go to hell and go to jail. Like that's my wholehearted fate. Man, woman, black, white, pink, blue, red, burgundy, don't matter. I shouldn't have to watch people try to baby somebody through a crime they committed. And it's sad that I watch that, but it's also funny to see, because it's fun to see how you react to a black person committing the crime. But when it's the black person who's trying to report a fake crime caused by fake white people, because magically they are just everywhere committing fake crimes, you seem to always want to say it's white people's fault. It's the history of America. What about over here? What about the stupid things African Americans do to white people? That don't fit the narrative. That don't fit the situation going on right now. So we can't talk about that. We can't do nothing about that. That's bullshit. And it'll never lead to this thing that everybody seems to want, but only if it makes them superior. It'll never lead to equality. Not at all. So unless we all call everything out for what it is, crimes, we'll continue to be fighting a battle that nobody seems to want to win unless they cheat. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below. Have you committed a hate crime? Have you seen a hate crime? If a black person commits a crime on a white person, is it a hate crime to you? Or is it justified? Subscribe to the channel. Bye-bye.